And now North Lawndale stands at a powerful crossroads, rooted in a deep legacy of community resilience, yet boldly stepping into a future shaped by collaboration, innovation, and investment. And today's panel is going to focus on the revitalization efforts that are both honoring the past and building toward lasting community-driven change. Now, with the opportunity to compete as a finalist for the Pritzker Traubert Foundation $10 million Chicago Prize, this coalition of trusted community partners is poised to scale its impact. The prize represents more than funding. It symbolizes what becomes possible when long-standing community leadership is met with meaningful investment. Join us as we explore what it truly means to build a future where transformation is rooted in legacy and powered by those who have always called this community on the West Side home. Please help me welcome our panelists. And the lady of the hour, Brenda Palms, Sheila McNary, Justine Robinson. Also, give it up for Rodney Brown. Also, we have Jesse Green. And my first question today is for Rodney Brown. How has NLCCC shaped the community's identity and resilience over the years?
Through the Quality of Life Plan, hundreds of residents and partners said, this is what we want for our community. And from there, we've seen action, alignment, and real momentum. I want to shout out some of the amazing partners that are making this happen. We've already talked a lot about NLEN. They've been a major partner with this, but we also have LCDC, LCLC, New Covenant Community Development Corporation, Sinai Community Institute, Staines Family Foundation. We've had our local elected officials been a part of this from the beginning as well. Alderman Scott, both Michael Scott and now Monique Scott, have all been partners with us as we put this plan together.
Thank you, Rodney. And Brenda, what role does collaboration between different organizations play in revitalizing North Lawndale?
And so we, as the NLCCC, have certainly experienced forming, storming, and norming, and forming, and storming, and norming, right? And I think that it's through that we've built trust. But the outcome, the result, is collective power, real impact. Because of our collective perspectives, our shared resources, we have built a strong foundation to drive the vision of the community and the residents of North Lawndale. And so therefore, they're real results. The people that are on this panel, we don't just talk about what we want. We are actually making things happen.
Sheila McNary, how do cultural initiatives and arts play a role in economic revitalization?
Arts and culture plays a key role in economic development, and I'll give examples of it. Art is in everything we do. Advertisement, you look at the TV, the things that you eat, your clothes, your shoes, everything. But economic development in the community is spurred by art. And of course, that's spurring development here because we're keeping the money into the community that's spent there. And from there, we develop the Sheila's concession stand. We're keeping the money in our community. We're also having people to sell their products in the concession stand. And we're also hiring students and people that live in the community. So surely it spurs economic development, not to mention the housing.
Now for Justine Robinson, there are already a lot of partners and funders for North Lawndale, but how can new partners or funders best support the goals of North Lawndale?
I think funding, you have to go the speed of partnership, and I think that there are already amazing things that are happening in communities like North Lawndale, and so it's how can you support that? Things that are already in place, right? We think about the Quality Life Plan. How can funders help support that work that's already happening? I think also, too, when you think about measuring success, right? I think sometimes we have an idea as funders, like, oh, this is success, but what does success mean in the community? And how do we partner on those things? And I also think really thinking about long-term sustainability and supporting things long-term. So we think about funding. How do we support something for 2 years, 3 years, so that organizations know that that money is going to come in? So that's what I would think.
Now, Jesse Green, can you share examples of successful partnerships that have strengthened North Lawndale's economical and cultural fabric?
That's the partnership. They represent 3 different organizations, and it's because of the work that we're able to do through these 3 different organizations. We want the same things that any other community wants, and more. And so therefore, we have to collaborate because things don't come to us. Folks just don't drop things in our laps. We have to fight for it, we have to collaborate for it, and we have to be creative. We are the most creative people that you will ever meet. Because I used to always wonder, Mom, why are we going to the grocery store every day? Every day we got to go to the grocery store? But as I got an adult, I realized she didn't have the money for the next day grocery, and she had to be creative and come up with ways to figure out how to feed her 8 children. And that's what this represents. That's what this partnership represents. That is the impact that we have through partnership.